Crazy news, as it sounds like Bayern Munich could be able to sign Sadio Mane this summer on the cheap. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to Talking Bayern, the one-stop shop for Bayern Munich content on YouTube. And it sounds like Bayern Munich have announced that they are in full pursuit of Sadio Mane as one of their main targets for the summer. I mean, this is a rumor that was initially kind of joked about because I don't know, it just seems so insane. And Sadio Mane, obviously such a world-class player for Liverpool. He's won pretty much everything you can win for Liverpool, and obviously he's done it in spectacular fashion, scoring goals. The best player in the world. I mean, he's obviously such a great player, and this would be insane if we can sign him, honestly, because it sounds like we could be selling Serge Gnabry this summer. When there's a year left in his contract, it sounds like he will not resign at Bayern. So it makes a lot of sense here that we pick up Sadio Mane if we can, and he's a lot cheaper than we expected. It sounds like, well, there is mixed news. It sounds like he might resign. He's kind of flirted with that idea on social media, but it also sounds like Bayern Munich are in full pursuit, and Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp sound like they're willing to sell him. So we're more looking at less than 50 million euros, and between 12 and 15 million euros. Liverpool also announced that we could sign him for close to 32 million USD, which is obviously very, very low, much lower than everybody else thought. And it sounds like he's going to be pretty cheap salary-wise. He wouldn't even be a top 3 salary player on Bayern. So I think that's really crazy. Just based on his reputation and based on his skill set, he is so good. He's so good for Liverpool. I mean, his stats just say so much. He has been incredible for them. He's got 28 goals in 86 appearances for the Senegal national team throughout his career. But even more impressively, for Liverpool in the Premier League, just looking at his recent seasons, I mean, starting at his first season for Liverpool, he had 13 goals and 6 assists in 27 games. The next season, 10 goals and 7 assists in 29 games. Then he had 22 goals and 2 assists in 36 games. 18 goals, 9 assists, so 27 goal contributions in 35 games in 1920. And then in 2021, he had 11 goals, 8 assists, 35 games. And then most recently, 16 goals and 4 assists in 34 appearances for Liverpool. So, I mean, this guy is consistently scoring, over 20 contributions, obviously well over 20 goal contributions per season. Obviously, Liverpool is a very offensive team. They do score a lot of goals, so maybe we'd see a bit of a drop-off if we went elsewhere. But, I mean, he's scoring in the FA Cup. He's scoring in the Champions League. He's scoring whatever competition he's played in. I mean, he's had multiple seasons where he's scored several goals in the Champions League. He had one time where he scored 10 goals in the Champions League. So this guy's for real. I think he'd be an awesome player to have on Bayern. I think he's a really exciting player. Obviously, just really all-around, really solid offensive player. He can play center forward. He's done it before, but he's mostly on the wing, on the left wing. But he can also play the right wing as well. I know Nagelsmann likes to switch up a bit, and so did Hansi Flick. So it could be interesting to see what wing he plays on. I'm sure it would be left wing, but it sounds like he could play either, and this just seems like a no-brainer for me. If we can sell Gnabry, we should. I mean, I love Gnabry, but based on the price that we can sell him for, it sounds like you pretty much just swap Gnabry and Mane and maybe even make some money on that deal, which I think Gnabry's been really solid for us. I think he has the potential to be our best winger if he's consistent. That's just not who he is, though. He is not consistent. So if we can pick up Mane, I think, going to obviously a less of a league like Bundesliga, obviously we know Premier League's the top league right now. So I think in the Bundesliga he could tear things up. And I just think he could be a little bit more of a goal scorer and probably a little bit more of a central role. If Lewandowski does leave, we have a bit more help in the center of the field. So I'm really interested to see what everybody thinks here. We have to start taking this rumor more seriously because some major, outlets have reported that this is serious and could very likely happen. So this would be a crazy offseason. At the beginning of the offseason, I did not expect us to be able to sign a player like Mane, but there's still names that we could sign like Gravenberch, Sasa Kalasic, and Sadio Mane. So this season could be a lot better than I think a lot of us expected. So very excited to see what happens here, but I will make sure to be very, very vigilant and make sure to post quickly and several times if there's more news, because this is obviously Bayern's top story right now. So hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see more Bayern Munich content like this in the future, please subscribe to this channel. Hope to see you on the next one. Until then, Mia Samia.